So guys, it is that time of the year again, Amazon Prime Day sales, where we hope that all these expensive products we've been looking at throughout the past year are on a great deal that we can actually purchase them now. Now, some of the products in this actual video I'm going to be showing you I have in the office myself and I use them on a day-to-day basis. Some other products I'm going to be showing you I don't have here, but I've scoured the actual Amazon website and I found some really good deals on products that hopefully there is something for everyone. Now, all of the products I show you will be linked in the description box and the comments box below, as well as I'm going to be updating it as I find more products. So remember to keep checking there and leave a comment down below on if you find anything you manage to snag yourself a very good discount. Now, I'm going to keep the video short and sweet because I'm sure you've got much better things to do than watch me talk about Amazon discounts. So let's get started. The first product is, of course, my favorite mouse for desktop, whether it be Mac or Windows. Maybe not gaming, but in terms of productivity, you can't beat it. And it's the Logitech MX Master 4. Unfortunately, the MX Master 4 is currently not on a discount as it just came out earlier this year. So it is around $120. However, the Logitech MX Master 3S, which I'm also using on the second setup, and is also a very good mouse. Well, it was first place until the MX Master 4 came out, is currently on an offer, and it's currently at 25% off. I can see here at $89.99. So it might sound expensive, but trust me, once you use it once, you're not going to change to another mouse. So we can't talk about mice without talking about keyboards. And my keyboard is probably the second most asked about thing in my setup whenever I show it. The keyboard I'm using now is a low-free Float 2 made from one solid piece of aluminum, and it looks really nice. It gives me that Apple-esque design. Bear in mind the one I've got custom keycaps on, so it may look different to the one on the website, but you can also do that yourself if you do purchase it. Currently, it's at $169.99 on Amazon, but there is a coupon price bringing it down to $136. And trust me, since the day one I've been using this keyboard, I haven't looked back. It is amazing. And that's for all of you out there that keep asking me, what keyboard is that? Because it looks a bit different because of them custom keycaps. So if you create content either with an iPhone or an Android phone, this might be one of the easiest upgrades for Amazon Prime Day you can make. Now, phones these days generally tend to have pretty good video quality when you're recording. Now, the audio quality, on the other hand, tends to be what holds them back. And that's where this comes in. This is the Saramonic Era C wireless microphone. It's ridiculously small, only weighs 5 grams, and it practically disappears when you're wearing it. So you can choose to magnetize it, have it as a normal clip-on microphone, or even dock it into the charging case and use it as a handheld interview mic. And the reason I like it is it's simply plug and play. You pull out the USB-C receiver, plug it into your Android phone or your iPhone, and you're good to go. You can record up to 200 meters away. And it's even got AI noise cancellation. So that is really good when it comes to recording outside in noisy environments, whether it be somewhere that's very windy, somewhere that has lots of people, or just somewhere that's very busy in general. The audio is surprisingly good also. You get 24-bit audio recording and a built-in safety track that's going to help protect you against them clipped audio sessions, which I think we can agree none of us really like. And it doesn't stop at phones. You can use it with a DJI Pocket or even action cameras. So if you're making YouTube content, Instagram Reels, TikToks, even client content, this is a super affordable way to level up your audio. Now, I've linked the Prime Day deal below if you want to go check it out before this sale ends. So recently I did a video on desk chairs, especially the Lenovo Maxis that I'm sitting on right now. If you haven't checked it out on the channel, go and check it out. And previous to that, I checked out the Lenovo Omni, which is just sitting right over there. Amazing chairs, some of the best chairs I've sat in. And Lenovo are actually having a Prime Holiday sale on their website, which I will be linking down below, having sales on all of their chairs up to 49% off. So what better time to grab yourself a super nice, comfortable chair. They have the electric ones, the manual ones, all of them for up to 49% off. Another item I get frequently asked about on my setup about what is that, what model are they, are my speakers. Now, the speakers I'm currently using are the Edifier QR65. They look amazing, they sound amazing, and they just fit into the whole desk setup aesthetic I've got going on. And I always get asked what model they are. So right now, they're on Amazon Prime Day discount for 27% off. So you can get them for $270 as opposed to the usual price of over $300. So if you're looking to grab them, now would be a really good time. If you like to do TikToks, YouTube, any types of content creation, something I would really recommend is the DJI Pocket 3. It is amazing when it comes to the quality, especially for the size of it. Charges really fast and lasts a long time. And right now, it is on Amazon Prime Day sales at 24% off. So you can grab it for $380. Now, I know what you're going to say. Pocket 4 just came out. And why would I get the Pocket 3 when the Pocket 4 is newer? Well, that discount says a lot. And trust me, I've got the Pocket 3. I haven't seen the need to upgrade to the Pocket 4. I feel like the upgrade is quite minimal. I mean, if you haven't got any of them and you want to spend the extra money, by all means, go for the Pocket 4. But if you get the Pocket 3, you won't be disappointed, especially at that $380 price tag. So the dock I'm currently using in my setup is the Vanke Fusion Dock Max 1. However, on Amazon Prime now, you can grab the Vanke Fusion Dock Max 2, which is the Thunderbolt 5 version, for a great discount. It is actually the same discount and price as the Pocket 3 I just showed you. So 24% off at $380. You get a ton more ports, memory card slots, etc. And the Fusion Dock Max 1 has been faultless since day one. So I wouldn't be worried about getting the Fusion Dock Max 2 if that's something you need to expand to different storage ports, connect more monitors, etc. to your max out. Something I'm always recommending to people is an NVMe enclosure, especially to expand the storage of your M4 Mac Mini or your MacBook Air or anything like that. It's portable. You can put as much storage as you want, I think up to 8 terabytes in there, and you can move it to different machines. You're not stuck with it having it on one machine. Now this one is by Acasis. It's the TB501 Pro. I've been using it since it came out, probably over a year now, with no issues. And it is tool-free installation, Thunderbolt 5 speeds, so you can just pull the back off. And underneath you'll see you've got the NVMe SSD, whatever one you actually get in the back. I've got a 4 terabyte Orico one in there because I got it when prices were actually affordable. Now, this one closes up super easy, clips in, and you've got a built-in fan to regulate temperature if it starts getting a bit hot. Currently, it's at 24% off on Amazon Prime Day sales at $152. So great price, all metal build, and yeah, haven't had any issues with it. What you're probably thinking is these days NVMe prices are gone insane, and I completely agree with you. I managed to find one which is by Sabrent. It's the Rocket 4 2 terabyte NVMe, and it is $240 after that 20% saving. Now that's not cheap by any means, especially a couple of years ago, but these days that's actually a really good offer, and it's by Sabrent, so it is a recognized brand. If you're looking for some cheap noise cancelling headphones by a brand that is quite reputable, we've got the Sony WH-CH720N noise cancelling wireless headphones at 54% off on the Amazon Prime website, only costing $83. Got to say, Sony really love to make their names easy to pronounce. If you're looking to get a monitor, Innocent have a super good deal. Now, I've reviewed their monitors before, had no issues, and this one is special. It's a 40-inch 5K monitor, and it's ultra-wide. Currently, you wouldn't guess, it's at 50% off at only $499. Where else can you get a 5K 40-inch monitor for $499? That is a bargain. So if you've heard of Govee, they're having some really good Prime Day sales across all of their products on the website. Now, I've got at home their TV Backlight 3 Pro, which works phenomenal, as well as the uplighter lamp that also looks really nice. Now, in the studio, I've got their floor lamp 2, which is just over there, which is currently at 38% off on Amazon Prime Day sales at $100. And I've got their pendant lights, which I've got one there, and one in the other room, also work really well, 33% off at $100. Now, all of the lights, great brightness, great colors, can be controlled through the Govee app or through Google. And yeah, I can't fault them one bit. Something I always recommend to Apple users out there is getting yourself AirTags. Now, these are the Gen 2, so you can get the Gen 1s for a little bit cheaper. They're still good, and I've used them before the Gen 2s, worked perfectly. The Gen 2s just have the new chip, so longer range, better accuracy, and probably a little bit longer battery life. But AirTags are a lifesaver, whether you're putting one on your bike to stop it from being stolen, or if it does get stolen, you can track it down. Same goes for your car, especially good when you're going abroad and you stick it in your luggage. That way you can track your luggage all the way to the airport and wherever it may be. I recently went on a trip. The airport still had my luggage. Luckily, I had the AirTag in there, so I was able to track my luggage down very easily and get it back very quickly. If I didn't have the AirTag in there, who knows how long it would have took. Currently, the version 2s, you can get a 4-pack, 10% off. You might be thinking that's not a lot, but then again, Apple products don't really get that much discount anyway. So $90 for a 4-pack of AirTags is a great, great deal. So if you're watching the World Cup or you just like to watch movies on the big screen, I've got some great deals for you by Hisense and TCL. Currently, Hisense have various different sizes ranging from, I think, 55-inch all the way to 100-inch at various different discounts. One I picked specific is the 85-inch U6 Pro Series Mini LED ULED, and it's 45% off at $1,100. The other one is the 75-inch E7 Cinema Series, not as big of a discount, but it is 75-inch for 12% off at $699. Now, TCL also have some great deals, like I said. They've got their Amazon exclusive 75-inch Class T7 series for $699, and then they've got their 85-inch Class QM64L series at 33% off at $1,000. I myself at home have got a TCL TV at 85 inches, had no issues with it whatsoever. You may get better quality going for LG or Sony, but that price is going to drastically rise up. So for the price you pay, the TCL TVs and the Hisense TVs are very good value for money. So when it comes to garden care, if you're looking at a lawnmower, I've got two options for you. One takes a little bit less work than the other one, but the first one is by Ego Power Plus, and it's an electric lawnmower, which I myself prefer the electric ones as opposed to the gas-powered ones. Let me know what you prefer. Now, it's currently 20% off at $600, and it's got great reviews, so really good option if you want an electric-powered lawnmower for your garden. Now, option number two, if you don't want to be doing anything and you want a robot lawnmower, which has become quite popular these days, Ecovacs have got you covered. So they've got their Go 1000 version RTK Care at 34% off, only costing $664. So it's a pretty good price to pay if you want to have the robot mow your lawn for you. That was all the Prime Day deals that I've got for you here. Remember, there will be a bunch more links in the description box below, as well as all the ones I mentioned in this video. If you did enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below if you managed to snag yourself anything cool during Prime Day. As always, I appreciate you watching, appreciate your support, and I'll catch you on the next one.